Support for WWOZ comes from the Orpheum Theater, presenting Gregory Porter on December 18th and Samara Joy on June 1st at the Orpheum Theater, live in concert. Tickets and information at Ticketmaster.com.
Some music there from the one, the only John Cleary, recorded live up at Chippy Wwoz. So set. And of course, we heard Beg, Steal, or Borrow. We heard some music from the Sophisticats. Yeah, a tune called Pad, kind of funky. Mid-century modern vibe to that. And something from Brian Seeger and his organic trio with Paul Wilchin on the drums and Johnny Yoon on the guitar, or on the organ rather, and Brian Seeger on the guitar. He's going to be at Snug tomorrow night. A rare Snug appearance with Brian Seeger headlining. That's from his record called Saturn's Spell, and the tune is called, of course, because it's New Orleans, So When Do We Eat? And Kermit Muffins, of course, with Good Morning New Orleans. And started off with Joe Crown, Mike Barris, and Brent Anderson with Feels So Good, Shirley and Lee classic. All here on WWOZ FM New Orleans, where it's 11:30 straight down in the Crescent City. We got some special guests here in the studio, and while we can set up, we're going to play something by one of these special guests here, a tune called Magnolia Bridge by the one and only Greg Hill here on WWOZ. From Greg Hill. That's just a pretty little song. Welcome, Greg Hill, to the studio. Yeah. The name of the record is called By the St. John, and the name of the tune is Magnolia Bridge. And, who's playing that beautiful bass line?
That's Roland Guerin on the bass there, and Doug Belode on the drums. So just the three of us. Yeah, most of the record well, I think all the records listen to me. So,
Yeah, that's really pretty.
thank you.
Yeah. Greg is an accomplished and established musician here in New Orleans, and he's also here as the promoter of, I think this is the third year of this event, third year, called Nola Noel. And it is a wonderful, wonderful evening of music, and it supports a cause close to my heart, the New Orleans Musicians Clinic and Assistance Foundation. So thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
And with us is also Dr. Peggy Honore, who is representing the clinic on this particular appearance. Welcome.
Thank you. So pleased to be here.
It's pleased to have you. This is the first time we've met, and it's just, really seriously, the work that y'all do is amazing, and you hold this community together. It's a glue that no other place has it. The Musicians Clinic is unique, and the work that you do to help musicians stay healthy, and then expanding your mission to culture bearers in a broader swath, and also to promote healthy living. It's started off with Dr. Berlin, wanting to help people get hearing aids.
Oh, we'll still do some.
Yeah, you do. You're wonderful. Just wonderful. So, Greg, tell us a little bit about this event tomorrow night.
Well, it's an all-star list. Every year it's kind of grown, and every year it's gotten a little bit bigger. And the list of people we have playing gets kind of silly. So John Cleary, John Boucher, Susan Cowsill, Joy Clark, John Sansone. It's a long list. You can see it on the website at the Broad. There's still some tickets available. I think there's one. Well, last night there was one VIP table left, and some of the reserved seating left. But it's going to be a good night. It's going to be a really good night, and it's mostly Christmas tunes, holiday tunes, but not all. I would say 90%. And the musicians have a great time. Everyone gets together, and a lot of folks haven't seen each other and get a chance to catch up and everything. So.
And this is a good time for infection, because the music and the joy is infectious, right?
Yeah.
How did you get this? What was the impetus behind this?
Well, it's really
this all
funny.
started?
A couple years ago, I was playing at Wwoz all the time, and it was a little bit before Christmas. I knew Wwoz was going to be really slow that night, so I called a couple of folks and said, you know what, we're just going to do Christmas tunes. And then I'm like, well, let's make it for someone. So I was like, well, let's do it for the clinic, because I, at the time, had a really good friend. I won't say a name because but he was really being saved by the clinic. And so I'm like, let's do it for the clinic. So we did it. I told her whatever. Yeah, fine. It was a very small thing, but Anna Moss showed up, and everyone Ness showed up, definitely. Jamie Bernstein. We had really great artists in it. And it was this evening that was so heart-opening and so beautiful. No one left. Everyone was there till the end. Everyone stayed after and hugging. And I was like, well, let's do it again. And then the co-producer of this event with me is Michael Paz. I think most people in town know Paz. And he was going to be here today, but he's a little under the weather. He's resting up for tomorrow. So once Paz jumped on board, and then we got a little bit better venue, it just really took off last year. And then this year it's just been a joy, because you got a couple years under, people kind of know it, and people want to be in. And people, musicians. I mean, come on, try to corral 15 New Orleans musicians in town. So it really doesn't work unless people are leaning in a little. But I got everyone's charts. We're doing an all-day rehearsal over at Punky Knoll.
Oh my God, that's like an effort.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, it was easy. It really was. This year it was easy. Everyone was in, and everyone's here for the clinic. Yeah. And the musicians are here for the clinic, and not all the musicians use the clinic. I don't. My wife's a nutritionist who's a cook. And so, but you support it. Everyone has a story. Everyone knows someone who's with the clinic. So everything about this event is to shine the light on them and to just put wind in their sails and support them and say thank you.
Yeah.
And, it's a little bit of a fundraiser, too. I don't know their budgets. I imagine they're pretty big, so, this is probably just a little tiny bit in that. But
Takes a lot of drops to make an ocean.
yeah. So, it's just very, very joyful evening. And people write songs for the night. I know more than a few artists have songs that they wrote and things that they want to sing. So yeah, it's just a joyful, heart-opening night every year we've done it. And I can tell you already this year, just running over here from the rehearsal, the vibe is just so good and so joyous.
Well, okay, we haven't talked about this, but your house band is pretty rocking. I'm digging on your house band. You got one of my favorite drummer. Well, I have a lot of favorites. One of my favorite drummers, who's also one of my favorite classical pianists, and that's Andre Boren.
Yeah. We got Andre on drums, John Fole on guitars, Derek Houston on sax, David Plummer, he plays with Andre all the time.
Yeah,
And
he's one of the Sketchy Boys.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
And he's a desert nude.
He is.
Yeah.
They posted a hilarious video a couple of days ago. It's on David Palmer's site. And then we got a keyboard player, Luciano Ruiz from. You know him?
yeah.
From Brazil.
Had him on the air. Yeah.
You did? Okay, yeah. We caught him while he was in town, so they're over there right now, and just the house band alone, and they'll play a few. Fole's gonna play a few, so they'll have their own thing too, as well as being the house band.
Yeah, this is pretty top quality musicians on this program. And this is at the Broadside.
Yeah,
so,
indoors. Going to be cold.
New inside space.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, bundle up and bring your holiday
No.
spirit.
Inside. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about that, of people thinking it would be outside when it's 45 degrees.
Yeah, well, let's spread that news right here and right now, man.
Yeah.
This is the Broadside has put together. I mean, this whole thing was one of the best things to come out of the pandemic because, it was a theater, and then they turned a parking lot into an outdoor music space so that we could have music during, quarantine, and it rocked. And then they redid the stage, and then the stage went down, and then they redid the stage again.
Every time you go over there, it's nicer. They just planted these banana trees.
Yeah.
Every time you go, it's like, wow.
Now it's landscaped, and then this last year they put in this indoor space, and there's actually 2 indoor spaces now. I think the one on the right and the one on the left. And it's just tremendous. It's really tremendous.
It all grew out of like a 2x4 and plywood platform.
Yep, and a bunch of cheap Home Depot deck chairs.
Right. And now it's stunning. And the people there to work with them have been such a joy. There is a camaraderie among the employees over there that is rare.
Yeah. They're just nice.
Support each other, and they just kid around. You can tell they connect on a really deep level with the people that work there. So yeah.
So what time does this shindig start?
It is starting at 7 sharp.
Okay.
And we don't have all of the big acts on the back end. So
Thank you.
7 p.m. sharp.
Thank you.
And
but you're not going to tell us who's going first, right?
well, the house band goes first.
Okay.
And then I go.
Which is not really a bad hat to start out with.
No, they'll go first, and then I get mine out of the way right away.
There you go.
So I gotta get on to my MC.
Yeah. No, it's because then you can drink. We know.
Me? No, I can't.
Yeah.
I got a lot to do. After I look out.
Yeah. Well, this is just going to be a great night again. It's Nola Noel. It's tomorrow night at the Broadside. It's a benefit to support the New Orleans Musicians Clinic and gather us all together for a wonderful holiday event with an all-star cast. And so Dr. Peggy Honore has been here so patiently. Welcome. I'm really happy to get to meet you finally. You've been working. Dr. Honore is a member of, I think, one of our most revered tribes of New Orleans families. You're an Honore.
I'm a
And she's a Treme-born girl. Yeah. And so tell us a little bit about your journey to where we are today with the Musicians Clinic specifically.
first became a board member in June 23, and then advanced to become president in December of last year. So it's exactly 1 year.
Well, happy anniversary.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
And you've learned some things over the past few years, I imagine.
Yes, I have. I have a doctorate in health administration, so it's not so much learning about the clinical side, but learning about how the foundation operates. And we have 5 new board members. Yes, yeah. So it's really been a very fantastic, dynamic experience in learning what we need to do to advance and improve and sustain the clinic and the foundation, because that's so important that musicians and culture bearers in the city have those services. And like Greg said, not all musicians in the city utilize the clinic, but there are other things that we can do on the public health prevention and intervention side, where people who maybe don't utilize the clinic could take advantage of some of the things that we would move on and do above and beyond what we're doing.
Yeah, connecting people with healthcare. That's just, it seems like a simple thing, but it is hugely critical.
Right. And there's so many other things beyond just medical care that are needed to keep a person healthy. Well, happy and healthy.
Too, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If you take, so let's look at stress as a major factor, right? What are maybe the top 2 issues facing the clinic, the top challenges facing the clinic right now?
Well, I'd say that we need to ensure that we are sustainable. We're not on the brink of anything other than making sure that we're sustainable into the future forever. So with the new board members, we are taking a hard look at that, and we are looking at, what other kind of services could we provide in order to ensure that the population of musicians that do utilize our services can be helped by what we do.
Yeah.
We have a very, very dynamic board now. We are going to be planning a board retreat to look at all of these issues. The clinic and the foundation has done a wonderful job of existing for 25 years. Our task is to make sure that we reach another 25 and beyond.
Yeah.
And that's only going to happen through hard work, putting our minds together, and coming up with a plan and implementing for that to happen.
Yeah. And that's a wonderful thing to hear. Of course, as a long-term nonprofit employee, I just think flip charts and bad coffee.
Right.
To be at that space where this institution, where you're not worrying about how to make payroll next week.
Right.
And you can step back and you can start doing some strategic planning and looking at long-term needs that are outside of how do we get this guy a new set of teeth, okay, for example. That to me is as important because, like you said, it does establish this thing long-term and gives y'all, who we trust, the security to be able to take a step back, to breathe, to know that payroll is going to be met, and then to be able to look towards the future.
Yeah, if we were worried about things like payroll being met, it would be very difficult to have this strategic mindset about how do we carry forward to the future. And that's the sweet spot where we are right now.
So that, to me, says that it's more important than ever to support this New Orleans Musicians Clinic. It is unique around the world, and it is an institution that has grown to be such a part of the fabric of this city and our culture. And if to be able to contribute, just the price of admission to this show tomorrow night is contributing to that sustainability. And so that to me makes a show like tomorrow night even more important.
And the money raised, so the money we put in, donations, right, it goes to support public facade arts. So we're not only spending the foundation money to run the foundation, we actually spend money to provide services in the clinic. So that's really important.
Exactly. The clinical, the social work side, those are just so important. Thank you so much. And we're just so happy to have you as part of the museum. It's just so great to be able to meet Dr. Elroy with the New Orleans Musicians Clinic and Assistance Foundation. Thank you. Greg Hill, remind us again about tomorrow night, the details.
Tomorrow night, the Broad indoors, and all-star lineup. You can go to buy tickets on the Broadside website. It's a holiday fundraiser for the New Orleans Musicians Clinic and Assistance Foundation, and it starts promptly at 7 p.m.
Yeah, I heard that.
Downbeat at 7. It'll be a good night.
Well, thank you so much for coming. And if I can get this phone to work, let's hear something from one of your performers tomorrow night. Here's John Morgan. Thanks so much, guys, for coming. I really appreciate all the work you do.
Thank you.
damn calliope. Jimmy stops with shrimp to sell. He said something for me. Smell of jasmine in the evening sets my spirit free. I know here the grass is greener, 'cause I seen it on the other side. I've been around and looked this wide world over. It wishes of horses and monkeys and kings, alright. Hey! Get it! In the spring, back in New Orleans is where I want to sing. Believe me when I tell you, I travel far and wide. But home is where the heart still owns a piece of what's inside. I know here the grass is greener, 'cause I've seen it on the other side. There's no place like New Orleans. There's no place else I travel for and why. I'm all here, the grass is greener, 'cause I've seen it on the other side. There's no place on this earth that's like New Orleans. But I was born right here and right here I will die.
Well, man, juke joints ain't like they used to be. Remember the old days. But I'll tell you what, I got somebody here that knows about that. Freddy, what you got to say?
Yeah, I want to tell y'all a real good story. Willie Juke John, who I used to play. Man, it was tough stuff out there. Me and my wife, we couldn't get along. She always accused me of other women. I said, I'm clear, I don't have no other women, I'm true. Just kept on accusing me of other women. I said, I'm gonna get me another woman so I won't feel bad when you tell me this. But the next weekend I had to play Willie Juke. So a friend of mine, James, he's supposed to have been a friend of mine. He came by and seen my old lady. So he asked him, said, you playing, is my husband playing out there tonight? He said, I don't know. I said, well, if you seeing he's playing, you let me know where he's playing at. Yeah, James? Okay, I will. Sure enough, he come back by the house and picked her up. Brought on out there to Willie Juke, in Kenner, Louisiana, down here in Louisiana. Behind James about 6 feet tall. One of them both brothers, hard-working guys. Supposed to have been my friend, which I found out he was. So So as he came on inside, I couldn't see my wife behind. So I was drinking that turkey, that orange juice in here. Then he come on in, then my other girlfriend, that she jumped up and gave me a shot. She was serving me. I didn't even have to serve myself. She just come to me and lift it up to me. So then my wife, she come behind James and rushed up that tummy wide open, knocked all the gin in my eyes. And I couldn't see at all. Up that doggone juke gun. So when I got what I could see, I turned the whole junkyard out. Nobody could stop me. The policeman had to come in about 6 cars and fall into the ceiling. That's the only thing stopped me. Down at the junkyard over in Kenton, Louisiana, down in New Orleans.
Support for WWOZ comes from the Blood Center, offering convenient locations around the New Orleans area for blood donors to respond to hospital, patient, and ambulatory needs. Or a mobile team can bring the blood drive to school, business, civic, or religious organizations. Blood Center hours and locations and info about booking a blood drive are available online at thebloodcenter.org or by phone at 800-86-BFOOD.
Some music there from Johnny Sansone and Little Freddie King. Little Juke Juke. Yeah. He tells a story like the one and only Little Freddie King. He's going to be the king of the crew of, oh man, is he going to be down in the, all I can think of is cosmic debris. So I've been out of the country. I got back at like 11:30 last night. So excuse me the brain fart. Crew de Voo. There we go. We got it. Yeah, Little Freddie King's going to be king of the crew of Crew de Voo this year. And that's always one of the best times, best events in New Orleans, in my home. Anyway, before Little Freddie King, the grass is greener. A good message from Mr. John Boutte. And starting this off on the set after our chat with Greg Hill and Dr. Honore from the Musicians Clinic Foundation. And we've got this great new poem, which includes music from John Mayer and Johnny Sansone. And Lynn Drury and Roland Guerin and Ray Bourne and John Fuller, cast of characters there. It's about 4 minutes past the hour of noon. It's WWOZ FM, New Orleans 90.7 on the dial and WWOZ.org. My name is Missy Bowe. I'm the dominatrix of the blues here with the Hump Day version of the New Orleans Music Show from 11 until 2 on Wednesday. That big deep in the air, somebody just like him with some power blues from 2 until 4. So don't touch that dial. Some power blues there from Johnny Sansone and Little Freddie King. Here's some good dancing music from our friends, the Johnny Sketch and the Dirty Notes, which includes Dave Pomerleau and Andre Bourne, part of this house band tournament. Here they are with a tune about a club in New Orleans. Johnny Sketch.
This one's about a club that no longer exists. I never got to go there. I used to drive by Claiborne Avenue under the overpass, and there was these two spray-painted Black Panthers creeping through spray-painted grass. And I always wanted to know what went on inside the hallowed walls of the now-deceased Club Fabulous.
Seconds on the clock till my day is done. Charging up my phone, find cologne, I'm about to get me some. Everybody sees it's down to me. I got to keep it tight. Following you see the place should be. Zipping up tonight. We're going out tonight to see my people at Club Fabulous. Girls are looking tight, feeling right. It's miraculous tonight.
Joshua Paxton on the electrified melodica, yeah.
Support for WWOZ comes from the Noka Foundation, presenting the 20th annual Home for the Holidays concert, featuring Irma Thomas, Rebirth Brass Band, Kermit Ruffins, and John Butte at the House of Blues on Saturday, December 21st. Tickets and more info at homefortheholidaysnola.com. Some music from Lynn Drury, one of the artists appearing at the Nola Noel event tomorrow night, and all my favorite New Orleans musician here on WWOZ. And before that one here, we heard from John Sketch on the Dirty Notes. It's been fabulous here on WWOZ. It is 1:15 of noon. We are here till 2 o'clock this afternoon. Let's hear something from yet another artist who will be at the gig tomorrow night. Monsieur Wwoz. He's comes to us up from South America and is a terrific pianist. Here he is with his version of Money Honey.
And you know I can't hit the one you put over here. And you know I can't run up here.